Hello, and welcome to episode 40 of the Jack Halford podcast. Again, I'm ill, which is great, so I decided to do this from my boudoir, from my bedroom. I can change the colours in here, from this blue to that blue to all of these colours. Who cares? But this blue is the best, I think, for the video. This is a plant. This is a cup of tea. I really don't know what to talk about today. I'm exhausted because I've been working 3 different jobs, being an artist, doing this other job that requires me to drive hundreds of miles, and being schools, and that's very exhausting. And then the other job is easy and it's very rewarding. I'm thinking I'm going to quit the second one I just talked about tomorrow. I don't even need to quit because I'm working for myself, but still thinking, oh God, what will happen? Nothing's going to happen because I'm going to be able to spend more time doing this, the art, the creative things, which I need to do because that's what I like doing, and inevitably, if you like doing something, you're going to do it well if you've got time to do it, I think. So, I've got turmeric tea. So yeah, I'm going to be spending 4 or 5 days being an artist, and then the 2 other days doing the other job that's rewarding and probably has progression within it. It's still linked to contemporary art, and it's important that I have an art practice for that job. Also find out if I get funding on Tuesday to make a new book, so that's pretty cool. If I get that, wicked. Got some networking events lined up, so it's not like I'm quitting something that's really meaningful. I'm just thinking that's taking up a lot of my time. I need to focus my time better, which is why you need, to take audit sometimes and be like, oh, it's good that I tried it, but I'm just like, nah, not for me. I'm in a power position. I could do whatever I want. A year ago I didn't even think I'd be able to do like jobs, and now look at me. I've just decided I'm going to quit my second one. I'm quit in like 6 months because I'm not getting enough time to do my art, which was actually starting to bring in like money, and now it's deadlined. So obviously I need to spend more time on that, bring in more cash by not actually thinking about making cash when I'm making art, because that's the worst thing to do. Basically, I just need to focus my time on writing, painting, and working out, and then doing the other job, which is super easy because I enjoy doing it and it's rewarding. Working with kids that remind me of what I was like when I was at school, and by helping them, I feel like I can help them to realise that actually they are very capable of doing a lot, and that's what I want to help kids like that. It's the kind of work I like doing. Yeah. And I've got to keep doing this. I could have laid in bed all day and not done a thing, but I just feel like shit. I was starting to think of how, oh God, what will happen if I quit this job? Nothing. It doesn't matter, because everything's going to be fine, because I know that I'm brilliant. I'm fucking great, so I can do anything. You can always go and get another thing. It might take a few weeks, but I don't need to, because I'm just going to focus on the art. I'm sorry for all that, but yeah, I mean, I can't even really taste this that much. Yeah, I can taste things today. I just made some beautiful chili lime chicken meal preps, and I did some sort of spicy bolognese meal preps with potatoes. I think that's it. So I feel like shit because I've been working so hard, trying to like do marathons and shit in my spare time in between all this fucking travelling. It's bollocks, but I need to like do these things to figure out what I can do and what I can't do. And I can do these things, it just make me feel like this. And I don't want to be burnt out like this, sitting here burn out, being like, oh God. And then it makes you feel like you don't have any time to do what you actually want to do, which is bollocks because we're all going to fucking die, so you got to do what you want to do because we're all going to die. You know what I mean? Sitting here, speaking to my phone, with the microphone on, with my window slightly open, with a light on, changes colour in this small room, is exactly what I want to be doing, rather than driving across country, staying in an Airbnb or a hotel, to wake up early in the morning, to go into a school or something. I can't be bothered with that, unless it's a project that I've created, that I'm the master of, yeah, my heart's not in it. It's better to do things where your heart's in it, isn't it? And it shouldn't even be a privilege, that, I don't think it even is a privilege. Maybe it is, I don't know. I don't feel like it is. Who gives a shit? Privilege, that's a fucking word everyone's using, isn't it? Privilege is really, rich people have loads of money, that's what I think about when I think of that. It's also not being fucking shot at, so that's nice. There's a lot of things I'm grateful for, which you've got to remember. I've been having to think today, I've been a bit low because I've been feeling like this, so I have to remind myself, don't think of outcomes too much, just think about the process. I've been writing down my plan for the week, and that's what exciting me, and I'm feeling good because I'm actually in control of my own week again, rather than having someone else say, go here, go there. I mean, they're not even saying go here, they're going to say, can you do this date? But even then, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to write, use my energy to create things. I know it's going to go on if I keep doing it. Yeah. We'll see. Anyone can do anything if they put the mind to it. Next weekend, this is why I need to not do all of that work. Next weekend, I'm going to be running 48 miles. So about 4 miles every 4 hours to raise money for a child cancer charity that helps children with cancer and their families be alright financially with different stuff, buying them toys and stuff. It's nice. And also the other half of the money is going to the Brotherhood Legion, which is a men's mental health charity in Leicester, and they do brilliant stuff, coffees and chats to socialise lads, and free fitness sessions, hikes, camping, all sorts of brilliant stuff. I'm a part of them, and I like going. I've not been this weekend because I'm ill, and I've not been other weekends because I've been overworked, and it's annoying. So I'm going to start bloody going to them now. I'm going to quit this thing because it's well annoying, But yeah, they're both really good causes, and also I like the challenge. Being challenged, doing challenging things helps you to realise that you actually are capable of doing stuff. Like, you're a lot more capable than you think. And a year and a half ago, I was smoking and drinking and stuff, but a year and a half ago, I'd run around the block and be out of breath. And then I just thought, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck this out of breathness, I'm going to keep doing this. So I kept doing it over and over and over again, up in the mileage. And then marathon. And then another one. Well, half marathon. Then a marathon. Then another one I did, like, last week or so. And then I'm going to do the 48 miles over 2 days next weekend. And then I want to do an ultra marathon, because I'm not counting that as an ultra marathon because it's every 4 hours. So there's so many big breaks. But an ultra marathon, the whole distance in one go. Some of it will be walking, probably, in an ultra. But that's alright. It's generally seen as okay. That's what ultra marathon runners do. Walk a bit of it. Maybe like 50k. or yeah, maybe 50k, and then up it. I mean, I think 48 miles is like over 50k. So maybe I'll do a 50 miler at some point. I don't know. Who knows? Not me. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with a training plan, do it, and then after the ultramarathon this year, I'm doing a strongman competition in September. I think I'm gonna enter the same strongman competition as I did last year, Lincoln's Strongest, which is epic. It was a cool comp, and I come last in the beginners category, and it was great. This year, stronger. So yeah, starting the bulking up again. Now, which is going. It's going. I'm not weighing myself for the last few days, but I've lost a lot of weight since the last strongman, and I think the bulking for this one not going to be as dirty. Like last year, I was doing the Ben and Jerry's ice cream and triple cheeseburgers and all that crap. This year, I think it's just meal prepping, healthy food, and eating well the majority of the time. Little bits of snacks and cheesecakes, but pretty healthy. Yeah, it's going to be good. Excusez-moi. Sorry about that. Yeah, no drinking still. Don't think it's good for me. Nice thing that's happened over the past week or so is my best mate's getting married, which is nice. His girlfriend proposed to him on the last day of February, because it's a leap year. It's like a tradition thing. And he's just asked me today if I want to be a witness, because he's not going to have a best man and everything, because it's just going to be a small affair. But it's the equivalent, so, you know, that's pretty cool. Little things like this. And he's a good man, so that's really nice. I think he'd be my best man if I got married. When, you know, maybe one day. This is, you know, I think I'm in a transforming stage at the minute, where I'm just graduated in June. I've had all these different jobs. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going. And I think a year from now, I'll just be laughing at all this, thinking, penis. Looking on Rightmove, thinking, how am I going to afford that? In a year from now, hopefully I'll be laughing at it, thinking, hopefully. So it's nothing to worry about now. I'm just going to keep thinking about the process itself. Just keep doing everything I'm doing, and then it'll work out. Because that's what I had been doing for a year, and it's worked out. So if I just keep doing that, focusing on the process, I think it will keep working out. And it's about celebrating the little wins. I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, not thinking about the outcome too much. It's a fucking trap. Because you're not gonna become a millionaire overnight. That takes years of hard work and graft. Unless you win the lottery, which I'll enter. Yeah. Oh, this tea's alright. This mug, by the way, was made by a local ceramicist called Simon, and very cool long handle design. I like ceramics, actually. While I'm holding that, I mean, I made some ceramics myself during the pandemic. I was digging up clay in my garden because I'm a weirdo, and I made this pot out of the clay I dug up in my garden, and now I put jewellery in it. Isn't that very nice? Very cool. I even fired that in my garden in an incinerator with wood from a tree down the road that fell over, and I collected the wood, dried it off, burnt it, fired the ceramics, made ceramics in my garden from local materials. Pretty cool. Also made my own charcoal and stuff. You can do anything. You can, you know, this whole idea of self-sufficiency is very, very attractive to me. I keep looking at vans and stuff, But I do know that I like my showers in the morning and stuff like that. So I suppose I'd have to get used to being a bit of a bum, being a bit of a scruff, being a bit of a, what do you call them, a crusty, if you were kind of live in a van or something. Don't think it's for me. Um, I like the idea of doing it, but then I don't at the same time. I was googling HGV showers today in Aylwick Estate. Like I've been in a lot of service stations recently. Feel like I live in them. All the fucking travelling, being on motorways and going into service stations, going out of one toilet, going into another one. Oh, sorry, love. Ooh. And then you go and get a coffee because you realise how tired you are. I think I got a speeding ticket the other day. So that's nice. Hopefully I've not. Variable speed limit traps. Traps. Smart motorways. Traps. You know. Fucking hell. Yeah. Everything's going to go fine. If I just work hard for the next month on what I want to work on. Yeah. You'll see. Because I'll be presenting whatever I've made in this. If I've made a publication for the next month or so, I'll be showing you, so you'll know. It's amazing that I've kept this up for 40 weeks. 40 weeks. You know, at 66, then it's supposed to become an automatic thing. You know, and sometimes I just think, why did I say that? Like last week I was talking about pegging. What? Why was I talking about that? But who cares? We're all going to die. You know, so just fucking don't matter, does it? Yeah. The amount of stuff that's on the internet, people regret. Probably a lot of it. A lot of people making themselves look an arse. But everyone's done that, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah. I've been trying to look less at the social media the last few days. That's quite good. Deleted it, the apps and stuff. Just yeah. I don't need to show everyone what I'm doing. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep that up for. It does pull you in. I managed to grayscale the screen on my phone to make it less interesting to look at. It works well. Yeah, and the new schedule will have reading a book in every day because I miss reading, so I'm just going to start reading every day again. Very good. It gets your mind ticking over properly, and then if you do all the good habits, then everything just starts ticking over really nicely. And then I'm only doing stuff I really enjoy. It's going to be hard stuff, but you know, I enjoy how I feel afterwards. Whereas this hard stuff I have been doing, this work, not really making me feel good afterwards. You don't feel like that appreciated, to be honest. So I don't think it's worth doing. And the kids are little shits. Some of these kids are little shits, and yeah, hard to keep them engaged. They don't seem that interested in what you're trying to show them. Don't know if they're even learning that much. Yeah, I mean, school will get some nice photos of everything you've done, but are you really helping them? I feel like I can have more of an impact in the other job, so I don't do that. Yeah, best to be honest. You know, it's not about money, it's about you and your health. You know, you can always do something else. You are the priority. To remind myself that. A load of my friends are saying, sounds like you're overworking. I'm like, well, we'll see. Yeah, I think so, actually. You're probably right. I try and ignore people because in the past I've taken people's advice and then actually it probably would have been fine. So I've waited to see how I actually felt, and now I've been in a few times now. So yeah, it's good to double down on something and figure stuff out for yourself and not take people's advice and not listen to other people too much. I think sometimes people will call you delusional and then They see you go and achieve something, they're like, oh, you did it. Yeah, no thanks to you, wanker. Wanker? Ah. Yeah. So you just fucking do stuff. A lot of the time, I don't think people want you to see us do stuff because they're not doing anything interesting, so they're just negative Nancy's, aren't they? They can't fucking do anything, so they're saying you can't do anything. But actually, you can if you just go and do it. It's not that hard. Running a marathon's not that hard. It hurts, and then you just like keep going, and then you just do it, and then you're like, woo, peasy, easy. Uni, easy. Stressful, easy. Anyone can do an art degree. It's not that hard. The fact that I passed and I've got one is complete madness to me, because I'm just like, how did I do that? But I guess I've always been into the subject and know a lot about it. Not everything. I don't know everything. I know there's a lot of people that know a lot more than me. But that's probably why, because I've got a bit of an obsession with the arts. A little bit. Yes. "21 minutes in. Loo roll ain't the best of your nose. That's what we call the toilet roll. Toilet paper. In the UK we call it loo roll. Probably never heard the expression before. Loo roll. If you're not from the UK. Loo, it's not about someone called Lou Rolling. It's about... It just describes the paper that you use to wipe your bottom. Which actually is a very odd thing. In a lot of Europe and a lot of different countries, they just wash your ass with water. Water. Which seems a lot more, clean to me. We're just smushing in the shit to our arseholes. It doesn't really seem that hygienic to me. If you get shit on your hands, you wash it. You get shit on your arse, rub it in. What? Because we can't see it, so you just put your trousers. No, I don't get it. Continue to do it until I've got a bidet. I wonder when I'll get one of them. Maybe one day. Suppose I could get a watering can system going. Don't really know how to do that. I'll just keep the system going. You could shit to shower in the morning. Have a shit, wipe it a bit with toilet paper in the shower, nice rub down. If you're quite regular, you only do one a day, you could get away with doing that and you'd be clean all day, lovely. Maybe have some wet wipes somewhere at work. Nice little wet wipe. Yeah. The shit clean-up regimes of the world. It might be an interesting, vocal point. Subject for a piece of writing. Yeah. How People Around the World Clean Their Bottoms by Jack Halford. I'm sure a lot of people would read it. I'm sure. It might end up in the works or like Home Bargains or wherever else they sell books that don't do very well. Or be turned into pulp. God, it's lovely, and it's snotty. It's lovely and snotty today. Yeah, lovely. Oh, I love it. I love being ill. It's great. Oh, yeah. I feel like man flu is actually a real thing. I think men suffer more with colds and things. I do feel like I've got the plague right now. It's quite disgusting. Hopefully I'll be healthier tomorrow and I'll be able to do stuff. I feel pretty heady right now. It's horrible. Proper heady, like I got stuff in my eyes. Something, I don't know. Oh. I tell you what, the networking event I've got planned should lead to other opportunities. I'm hoping to set up more art workshops that are going to socialise the local community through creative endeavours. So that should be nice. I like this idea of doing stuff yourself rather than looking for jobs. You're just like, right, I'm just going to fucking do something myself. So like pop-ups and workshops and, oh look, there's an art fair crafty thing happening. Maybe I'll start going to them, publisher fair things. sell my wares there. You know, I should be. There's nothing stopping me, apart from not being self-employed properly. But now I've registered, I've got the numbers, so I'm all legit. No, I wasn't legit, but now I am. Very easy. You just click a few buttons and then yeah, very fucking easy. Easy to do a lot of things. People tell you it's hard. People tell you, oh, what about the tax things? But, you know, who gives a shit? You have to earn money before you earn tax, and just fucking chuck the letters in the bin. You know, we're all going to die. Don't chuck the letters in the bin. Pay your taxes. You can get an accountant to do all of your shit for like 100 and something quid. You can make money. You put something out there, people want it, they'll buy it. You know, it's scary, but then they start buying it, and you're like, well, I guess they do like what I do. Every time I stand a piece of work, I'm like, bloody hell. And then I want to make more. And I'm trying not to think about making money when I'm making more. But it just made me want to make more. It's great. That feeling is great. When someone buys something that you've made, that's something that moves you, moves other people, because it's authentic and it's real. Wicked. One of the things I want to make this week is some kind of picture frame. I miss making picture frames. I like making picture frames. So I'm thinking, drawing or painting, nice picture frame. Yeah, I just want to make something out of wood. I miss making stuff out of wood. I like making stuff out of wood. I really do. And it's just like lengths of shit pine wood from the local builders merchants. And then I get them to cut me a bit of glass. It's like 2mm something glass or whatever, I don't know what it is. Very cheap glass made out of sand. Very, very cheap. And you just, buy a few pieces in case one breaks. You made it. Easy peasy. A lot of things are easy to do if you just draw a diagram and then you're like, right, I've got a bloody I've got a hand mighty saw, and then I've got my chop saw in my electric mighty saw. And I tend to use the electric mighty saw more than the hand mighty saw, to be honest. I can't be arsed. But it makes nice cuts. I think someone else been using it. I put it in the communal area in the workshop at where my studio is. But I prefer the electric mighty saw. It's just quicker. And yeah, I like quick. A lot of people don't like using it. I just tell them to wear ear defenders. Wear ear defenders. Then it just takes a lot of the sensory sort of thing out. So a lot of people don't wear ear defenders. I think that's really stupid. It's not very good for your health. Like, maybe not wearing a mask every time. Probably should. So all the dust gets in you. And yeah, I love the smell of sawdust. It's a really nice smell. I like the smell of it. It smells like work to me. I like that smell. Reminds me of my dad making stuff out of wood. It's good. Good thing to do, making stuff with your hands. It's good for men to do, to make stuff with your hands. Yeah, truly. If you're ever depressed, just go and make something. Get outside for a walk, or just go and make something with your hands, and you feel better. Everyone can make something, even if you make a shit thing. You still made something pretty cool, haven't you? Yeah, it's cool. It's cool making stuff. Yeah, sometimes I find myself, I hear these noises from all around the house, and I'm like, fucking hell, I wish I didn't live here, but I'm trying to twist that into, I'm grateful that I can hear that, because that's life. If I didn't hear that, that would mean they're gone, and that they don't exist anymore, and that's a tragedy. It's funny how, I bet some of the things that used to annoy you, and now that aren't there, you probably miss. So it's about twisting that whole way of perceiving things, isn't it? Does this annoy you? What about when that isn't there anymore, and then you're like, actually, you know what? Maybe I should switch that up. How that perception, how I perceive that. Yeah, yeah. That's how I think. What I don't like is living with other people, because I feel like when I'm doing this, other people can hear me, but then when I'm in the studio, other people can hear me. So I guess it's about trying not to give a shit what other people think, because really they don't really give a shit, and they might just be annoyed by the volume of the things you're doing, but they don't really care about the subject matter of that thing. And so we can get self-conscious, which can turn into resentment, and maybe that's something that I'm experiencing right in this moment now, because I could just hear people coming up and down the stairs, which I'm thinking, oh God, I don't want to say certain things, but then I'm just like, why? That's why. Because I'm unhappy I'm here, but I'm also thinking, but actually I think I'll probably be unhappy in a different situation right now, because I'm not a millionaire, and I don't have thousands of pounds to live somewhere else. So I just got to be where I am and be grateful for that. And sometimes you're in a situation where if you just focus on that situation too much, you'll be depressed. So that's why I try and focus on the process and not the outcome. Because what is the fucking outcome? The outcome's moving somewhere else and then being stressed about something else. Bills, council tax, blah blah blah, all these different bills you got to pay, and then you're just like, well, I'm working so hard just to give all this money to a landlord, blah 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 blah. So actually, I'm very lucky that I'm in the situation I'm in. So again, twisting that way of thinking about something, and then actually I'm alright. Then be grateful and treat people right. Difficult thing when you feel like that, and it's very easy to blame other people for how you're feeling, but actually you've got to do a little bit of internal work to switch that around, and it's just it's all in your head, a lot of it, you know. Yeah. I wouldn't come to these conclusions if I didn't do these podcasts and I didn't journal and stuff, and I didn't have time to think. Sometimes you have too much time to think and you get angry. You need an outlet, like I said, making stuff, being creative, the running, or cooking, all of that stuff is mindfulness, and it's getting yourself out of your head and calming you down. Because as men, every type of emotion could turn into anger and resentment for the people around you that you actually are really good people and love you and you love them. But it's very easy to become horrible towards them. But it's mainly because of, I don't know, other things, exterior things. The world can feel like a fucked up place. There's a lot of expectations that we feel, and how we are supposed to be, and how we are supposed to be at a certain point in our lives. But in actual fact, that's complete and utter rubbish. Very modern idea as well. Over the last 100 years or so, very modern idea, I reckon. Probably, right? Post-war, post-Second World War. There's a lot of new ideas that we just like. I need to be at this point by this time. Yeah, no, you don't. You can just hop on a plane and go and live in Thailand for 6 months if you want. You go and set up a business. It might flop. You've learnt something. Do it again. Who knows? You work on something for a good few weeks and then you execute it. It's like one step at a time. And you can just go and do stuff. Anyone can do anything. It doesn't matter where you're from. If you just do it, people, and you do it consistently, people start to think it's cool. So you just go and do it. Yeah. Talking to myself, convincing myself. It's true, because I get opportunities now from that consistency. So it's a proven way of doing stuff. Just do stuff over and over again. You get better at it. You show other people that you're consistent, and then they start to take notice, and they want to work with you. They want to buy your shit. They want to help you sell your shit. That's how it goes. Don't try. You'll never get anywhere. Try, you might get somewhere. That's the ticket. And generally you will get somewhere if you keep doing it long enough. If you keep doing anything long enough, you'll get somewhere. What the bloody hell have I got in my pocket? Oh, it's my AirPods. Oh. AirPods, these are terrible, I think. These AirPods, I don't know if it's good if I listen to the AirPods when I'm running or not. I listened to an audio book the other day when I was running, and that was quite nice. The Atomic Habits one I'm still listening to, and I think we even talked about it on last week's podcast. Yeah, I'm going to keep listening to that. I might have to repurchase the actual physical book again. Don't know what I'm actually going to start reading physically over the next week. Probably a Ryan Holiday book, Discipline. I think I got a Discipline one that I've not read, or one of the other. I think I've read the Courage one, but not the Discipline one. Discipline is something I need to get inside of me, because that's what I need. And I've got it. It's just being ill and not doing the ice bath for the last couple of days because I'm ill, and it will make me more ill. I'm just like, once I get back on top of it in the next few days, I'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, man, yeah. It's not the end of the world. Like, I'll be ill for like 2 days and think, fucking hell, all the progress has gone down the drain, but it's not. You get back on top of it and you feel alright again. Yeah, it's just about living in the real world and remembering that everyone gets ill and it's okay to be ill. It's also okay to rest. Don't let people make you feel bad for resting. Get off all these fucking apps. It's a waste of time. Hyper productivity bollocks. Like, be productive 6 days a week, 5-6 days a week, 4 days a week even. As long as it's the majority of the time, and then make sure, work hard, rest hard. Force yourself to rest. Get everything in order, clean everything. Schedule everything. Order the chaos. Because it gets messy when you're productive, Sheets of paper falling on the floor, shit everywhere, all over the fucking walls. So you clean everything up and make it all tidy again. Neat and tidy. Yeah. If you're not where you want to be, you'll get there. One step at a time. Cleaning up. Generic advice. Generic advice. It's the best advice. Most people give you the same advice. Must be pretty good. Or it might keep you mediocre. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What I've noticed is, the more I focus on myself, the more I attract. The less I do that, the less I attract. So, obviously, focusing on my creative goals is the way forward and upwards and into abundance. And it's alright setting goals, but actually acting on them. Not just planning over and over again and bullet points and scheduling. Actually doing the work gets you to the place. Being the prolific creator of things gets you to that point where you've got the things, and then you can flog the things and then on to the next thing. The constant upwards, the constant creativeness. Very good. It's nice to have something to fidget with, isn't it? Fidgeting is good. Fidgeting is nice. Like prompts. We made prompts for our first workshop at the pub, you know, bullet points, welcome, introduce ourselves, explain structure, explain it's relaxing, blah blah blah, explain discounts, social tasks, blah blah blah, you know. And just doing, you're going to learn a lot quicker if you just dive into things. Like, I didn't even know I was going to be doing that, you know, a good few months ago, but I got asked to do something else, and then when I was at this place, I bumped into the person that was running everything, and then I said to her, could we do this? And then she was like, yeah. And I was like, cool. And then we did a meeting, and then we set it up. So one thing leads to another. So, you know, and it's probably like that with anything. If you do a job well, they'll talk to other people about how you did that job well, and then they might hire you. And that's how, you know, it's word of mouth. I'm just describing word of mouth. But that's how it goes. And that's why it's important to talk about what you do with a lot of different types of people, because they might be interested, or they might know someone that's interested, and then they hit you up. That's how networking works. Yeah. It is. And that's how you get work. It is good. And it's worthwhile to do that. Yeah. In this moment right now, I'm getting extremely irritated because I can hear other things happening within my house. And it really extremely irritates me, even though I know that everyone else in this house lives here. I find it very irritating. Very, very irritating. I don't know why. It just, you know, pisses me off. To just hear other people pisses me off. Does that make me crazy and mad? I have no idea. Sometimes just hearing another person, it just pisses me off. Is that, I think that's normal, must be normal. I fucking hate it. Like, it really irritates me. It really fucking irritates me. I don't like it at all. Fucking hell. Fucking stupid fucking bollocks. For some reason, the audio just fucking stopped. Then, on the fucking laptop. A load of fucking bollocks. That pisses, like, stupid, innit? How the fucking laptop just stopped fucking recording like that because it thought I said something but I didn't say that thing, and then it just stopped recording. Isn't that brilliant how technology works? Yeah, it's great. Things can piss you off, and then other things will piss you off, and then you'll be in a state of pissed offness, and it's like this hyper state where you're just sort of like fucking pissed off, and then everything just piss you, and then you just have to realise, I don't want to be pissed off, but everything will piss you off, and other people see you pissed off, and they don't help. They think it's all about them, but they don't just fucking leave you alone, because people are disgusting, and they don't understand. I fucking hate it. I hate it. You know, they ought to fucking leave you alone, but they don't. And then they'll get a fucking earful, and you feel like a tart, but really, everyone else should just fucking leave you alone. But it's so embarrassing to be in this wound up state. When you're wound up, it's embarrassing to lose your temper. It really is. It's an immature thing to lose your temper, and you need to get it under control. And healthy habits and all of this stuff, and being self-aware and all of this stuff can really help with it. But when I'm ill, when I'm like, it's fucking everything. I don't know what it is. Yeah, fucking get really like pissed, pissed off at shit. It is horrible. Like sometimes it's just come out of nowhere, and I just want to like fucking really just smash shit up, and it's not very good, is it? It's not. That's not good. I don't want to smash things, and then after I've done it. After I've smashed something up, I don't feel very good. So I'm like, gotta really fucking calm down. Difficult. Yeah. This is a load of bollocks now. Because when that stopped recording, it just sort of made everything fucking, yeah. But thank you for watching. Try and fucking not be ill next time. And yeah, thank you very much. Bye.